Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest filled with tall trees and glistening streams, there lived a clever fox named Felix and a gracious crane named Clara. Despite their differences in size and appearance, Felix and Clara were the best of friends. One sunny morning, as Felix strolled through the forest, he couldn't help but feel mischievous. He wanted to play a trick on his dear friend Clara, just for fun. He thought of a plan that would test Clara's wit and also make her laugh. Felix approached Clara with a sly grin on his face. "My dear Clara, I have an idea for a delightful lunch today," he said, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Curious, Clara tilted her head and asked, "Oh, pray tell, Felix, what's your idea?" Felix chuckled and replied, "Let's have a special meal, just the two of us. I'll prepare a delicious soup, and you can join me at my cozy den." Clara, always polite and gracious, readily agreed. She felt honored to be invited to Felix's den for a meal. As the sun began to set, Clara fluttered her wings and gracefully made her way to Felix's den. Felix had already prepared 2 bowls of soup. The aroma of the warm soup filled the air, making Clara's mouth water. But when Clara saw the bowls, she couldn't hide her surprise. The bowls were flat and shallow, making it impossible for her to dip her long beak into the soup. Felix, with a mischievous smile, dipped his snout into the soup and enjoyed every savory sip. Clara, feeling embarrassed and unable to eat, tried to hide her disappointment. "I'm sorry, Clara," Felix said, his voice filled with remorse. "I played a trick on you. Please forgive me. Let me make it up to you." Clara, understanding Felix's playful nature, smiled and forgave him. She knew that Felix meant no harm and that his heart was full of friendship. The next day, Clara approached Felix with a gleam in her eye. "Dear Felix, I have an idea for a delightful meal. How about you join me at my favorite dining spot by the tranquil river? I promise you'll enjoy it." Intrigued by Clara's proposal, Felix eagerly agreed. He had a feeling that Clara's idea would be interesting and amusing. As the sun reached its zenith, Felix followed Clara to the riverbank. He saw Clara standing near the water, holding 2 long, slender-necked jars. Clara explained, "Today, Felix, we shall have a feast. These jars contain a special soup that I have prepared just for you. But there's a twist. You have to drink the soup with your snout." Felix's eyes widened with surprise, realizing the challenge Clara had set for him. The jars were tall and narrow, making it impossible for his snout to reach the soup. Clara, watching Felix's reaction, couldn't help but giggle. But she quickly composed herself and said, "Oh, Felix, I apologize for my thoughtless prank. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Let me make it up to you." Felix, touched by Clara's kindness, smiled and forgave her. He realized that they had both played tricks on each other out of good-hearted fun, and their friendship remained unshaken. From that day forward, Felix and Clara shared many more adventures in the forest, always treating each other with respect and kindness. They learned the importance of empathy, understanding, and the joy of shared laughter. Their friendship blossomed, and their playful antics became a source of entertainment for the other forest creatures. The animals marveled at the bond between the clever fox and the gracious crane, and their story spread throughout the forest. And so, the tale of Felix and Clara, the clever fox and the gracious crane, reminds us of the value of friendship and the importance of treating others with kindness and understanding. Their playful pranks taught them valuable lessons about empathy and forgiveness, creating a bond that would last a lifetime. As the sun set over the enchanting forest, Felix and Clara continued their journey together, embracing the joy and warmth that their friendship brought.